Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hi, I'm May.
And this is my monthly roundup. This is for May 2020. What year is this? 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm here with my daughter, May. She does videos with me over on Instagram. And we just finished a bunch of reviews. And I thought maybe we could chat about some of the games we played. Because we played a lot of games together this month. And so I think May has played 3 of these games that I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
She hasn't played one of them. And let's start. What did we do this month? Anything fun? No. And school's almost over for you.
Yes, I am super excited about that.
Yeah, summer. We got summer camp planned, and you guys are going to go to Idlewild Park in a week or two, which is fun. Visit your cousins. We'll go on some trips. I think it'll be a good summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, May, why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
So, I love to play games with my dad. It's one of my favorite things to do. My favorite color is purple, and I have 2 gerbils.
She has 2 gerbils. Their names are what?
Cocoa and Skittles.
Cocoa
or
and Skittles.
Chocolate and Skittles.
That's right. And she loves these gerbils. They're a lot of fun. Yep.
Yes.
So why don't we start talking about one of the games we played together this month?
Yes. So.
Point Salad is a game that we played a bunch this month. We played it, we got together for Mother's Day with my mom and with my mother-in-law, so both May's grandmas, when we saw them both for Mother's Day. I brought this game along, and May played it with us both times, right? And so this is it's not a new game. It's from 2019, so it's a couple years old. And this is a game in which you are going to be drafting cards from the middle of the table, taking a card from the table and adding it to your salad in the middle, in front of you. And then you're going to get these point cards that are going to score you points, depending on what you've collected. So some salads are really weird. It might just be like only onions and tomatoes, and some salads might actually have some lettuce in them.
I know.
Right?
It's all mixed up.
Yeah. What did you like about Point Salad?
I'm thinking that my favorite part is probably collecting your cards to see what you want to collect for the vegetables.
Yeah, it's fun to see how the scoring cards that you have and how they're going to match up with the cards that you're collecting. It's a pretty quick game, plays maybe in a half hour or so, and just super easy to teach, really fun. I really enjoy this one. So that's Point Salad. Targi is a game I did not play with May, but I really like this game. This is one of my favorite games I played this past month. I borrowed it from a friend, and we had, my wife and I played this a couple times, and it's been so good to finally play this kind of classic game. It's been around for a long time, May. I think it's 10 years old or so.
Oh, wow.
It's the same age as May. And so this is a worker placement game. And I don't know if you've ever played a worker placement game, May.
I don't think so.
In a worker placement game you have, and this one is cards laid out, but you usually have a board, and you play these pieces, a little worker place around the board, and you're going to take actions depending on what it is. You might collect some resources, you might trade some resources in, you might take a card, those types of things. So wherever you place your workers, you get to take some stuff.
I actually have played one of those games.
What was that?
It's like, it's one of those caveman games, My First Stone Age.
Yes, you have played My First Stone Age. Yes. So
Yes.
that is a worker placement game. So that's going to be similar to Targi. And so in Targi you have a bunch of these cards out. Wherever you place your workers around the edge of the board, it's going to create an intersection of a grid between those two spaces, and you're going to get the action that you step on and the action that you intersect with. So it's a really cool kind of system. A lot of cool decisions. It's a game that after I borrowed it from a friend, we played it, and I immediately bought myself a copy that week because I wanted to keep it. I still have my friend's copy. I have to return that. But yeah, so Targi is fantastic. I can't wait to play it some more in the future. Really great game, and maybe someday we'll play it together.
That sounds fun.
Great. All right, now for a game. I usually talk about a game that I didn't like very much, and this is going to be our game for the month, unfortunately. This is the Autumn Harvest Tea Dragon Society card game, and we played this one because May really loves the Tea Dragon Society books.
I love the books. I love the artwork. I love the author. It's very simple to read. It's a graphic novel.
Yeah, it's a series of graphic novels about these dragons who just sit around and drink tea.
No.
It's just a tea party every book, right?
No, the tea dragons, they actually make the tea. They have tea leaves, the tea flowers, something like that.
I honestly didn't know that. So in this game, you're doing all of those things, right?
Yeah, we're just like...
You're taking cards and they have tea on them and you have dragons. Yeah. So this is a follow-up to the Tea Dragon Society card game, which we haven't played, but my understanding is they're both kind of, interchangeable, pretty similar. They just have different dragon characters in them. And so this was, in this game, it's a deck building game, so you're collecting these cards to put in your deck, and then you're going to set these cards out in order to buy more cards, and you're trying to get these point cards. But on your turn, you're taking one card and you flip it over.
That's your entire turn. That is your entire turn.
Because a lot of the cards don't have really interesting actions on them. A lot of times the cards don't give you a ton of money and you're trying to save up money so you can even buy a card. Because the other option you have is to buy a card. You don't usually have enough money to buy a card. And it felt, and this is a game you haven't played yet, May, but Quacks of Quedlinburg, which is kind of a push your luck kind of game, where you're just pulling out these chips out of a bag, hoping that your witch's brew doesn't explode.
Oh, yikes.
It's great.
Nobody would want that to happen.
Mama's favorite game. And so, but this one felt like a really slow Quacks of Quedlinburg, where you were just spending your entire turn pulling out one chip. And there's even some cards that are negative cards, right?
You waste a turn. You lose a card.
You essentially lose a turn, or you lose your turn and you have to discard another card. And those, I don't know, it just pulled the game down for us. And it just felt really slow and really long for what we felt the game should be. And so just, really beautiful.
Love the artwork. Fantastic artwork.
Right.
It is the exact same artwork in the book. So.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I'm pretty sure, illustrations by Kay O'Neill. That's the author, right?
Yeah, that's the author and illustrator.
Yeah, so I really wanted to like this game, right?
Yeah, me too.
And it was just kind of a disappointment, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about disappointments, and sometimes when you go into a game wanting to like it more than you do, you have to be honest with ourselves, right? And maybe the game wasn't as good as we really thought it should have been. So Autumn Harvest, unfortunately, not for us, but I've heard there's other positive reviews on YouTube, so maybe check one of those out and see if it's the right game for you. But it wasn't for us, unfortunately, right?
No, not really.
Yeah, so. But let's talk about one of our favorite games.
Oh my goodness, I actually gave it a rating out of the number that I can.
Yes.
It's a 10.5.
We're going to 10.5 out of 10. You don't even know what the game is yet. I'm going to say it's a 10 out of 10. I think this game is fantastic. Ready? You want to say it together? 1, 2, 3.
Unlock Kids!
This is the new Unlock sets based for kids. And so my wife and I, May's mom and I have played a lot of Unlock games. I mean, there's one on the shelf over there we have to open. We've been working through these Unlock games for years. Fantastic system of games, one of my favorites. And this is new from Space Cowboys and their new Space Cow line, which is for kids. And it is so good. We've played a couple other games in this line. Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy, which is really fun.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good game.
Kids Chronicles is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
We still have to review that one. We'll review that one soon. But yeah, this one is so good.
I love it. We've been playing it almost every night, right?
So like an Unlock set of games, there's 3 scenarios in the box, and you're doing one scenario. And this one has 3 different settings in the box. So we have a castle, we have a farm, and we have an amusement park.
Yes.
Each of these has 2 different scenarios in the box, which is a lot of fun. And so there's actually 6 in this box, but each one takes maybe, 20 minutes?
Yes, it's really quick and...
Yeah, but it has a similar unlock system. It does not use an app. Usually the adult unlocks actually have an app component, so you use an app to do things. This one is just the cards and has some little cardboard components, right?
Yes.
And you're trying to use these cardboard components in the cards it has this interlocking symbol system.
Oh yes. So for one, it was an invitation. That was the first one that we played. It was an invitation. And on the back of it, it explained, so on the front it explained, was it the front or the back?
Yeah, on one side of the invitation it told us what we were doing.
Yeah.
And then on the back of the invitation was
I want to say like cheat sheet.
Yeah, it's kind of a code guide that's going to show you what all of the codes are that you're trying to get. And so whenever you find one of these codes, you put kind of these two cards next to each other or a cardboard symbol next to it, and it creates one of those little symbols, and it gives you a number, and you get to flip that card over. And then you get a new card that takes you to a new place in the story, right? And so it's just, the stories are really fun. The scenarios are really fun. They're not too difficult. Sometimes I wish unlock games were for adults, not as difficult as sometimes they are. And so this one worked really well. I've really enjoyed it. I think we have one more to do in the box, maybe two more. So we've done most of them.
Yes.
But we're definitely going to be finishing them soon. But
yes.
Unlock Kids, absolutely fantastic. Really
Love
enjoy
it.
this one. 10 out of 10 from us, right? 10 and a half. Out of 10
10
from May,
and a half.
which is the highest rating she's ever given a game. So this might be her new favorite game. We'll see.
It definitely is.
Yeah, so fantastic, guys. But yeah, so that is our monthly roundup for May with May.
Yes.
Right? So thank you, guys. Follow us on Instagram. I know May is doing a bunch of reviews with me tonight. So over the next couple weeks, we'll be seeing a lot of May over on the channel, over on Instagram. But yeah, I'm Jordan.
I'm May.
Thanks.